Hello and welcome back to AOW4. Today we are starting the Secrets of the Archmages DLC. But first we have some points left over. I'm going to see what they've added. Okay. I guess it's everything on the right. Yeah. Starts with these icons for your banner. Let's see, Astral Magic Circle, Hero Cape customization. Okay. Merlin's Grimoire, Item Forge, your Hero Cape. Hero Cape. Oh, I like that one. So this seems to be the nature one. Helmet, which looks like a spider. Okay. Cape, which looks like. Okay, we're gonna go down here. Cat ears and tail. What? Okay. Alright, anyway. We are going to be starting Burrow Downs. Secret Archmage Story Realm 1. Following the Fae guide Dawn Nusk, you venture into the Fae realm Duathua to rescue Hambinger from the Duathidae. Alright. Just like that. Let's see, and this starts with Burrowed Realm. The people's realm live in burrows dug beneath the hilly landscape. Mountain province features are rare. Hills are common. Free cities only exist underground. Really? All free cities and marauder races have animalistic forms. Warp seasons. The seasons are unusually potent on this realm, causing constant change and turmoil. Each season, a part of the lands is terraformed into a different climes and province features. Each season, different weather effects are active. All units become vulnerable to blight, fire, lightning, frost damage according to the season. Mutually exclusive with barren oceans, barren Pangea, Arctic blizzards, volcanic eruptions, warping wilds. Okay. Mistwalker incursion. The Mistwalkers have invaded this realm, setting up a permanent military presence. Mistwalker camp infestations are common. Alright. And Shrouded Isles. Ancient gates are scattered throughout the realm. They lead to floating isles in a mysterious dimension where a powerful guardian hid away their most prized secrets. A new shrouded map layer is added to the realm. This layer contains Shrouded Isles and Breached Isles. Various portals can be found in the surface and underground which lead to these isles, mutually exclusive with Umbral Abyss, Subdued Umbral Abyss. And no starting city. You arrive in the realm without a throne city, only with your starting army. Wow, that's cool. Peaceful lands. This realm features mostly benevolent spirits and creatures. Fae, plant, and animal units are common. Alright, next.
Your journey starts here.
I'm thinking about going toward
form?
more like a Fae type faction. We're gonna choose the Elfkin. Let's see.
What is their origin culture?
And we're gonna go. I think Mist. No, I don't know. I don't think any of these really fit what I want. Oathsworn. Not really. But Architect in Nature. You know what? We'll go with Architects in Nature.
What defines their society?
Alright. And we want Druidic Terraformers. Architects in Nature order, maintaining a carefully attended biome. Cities get more food, and City Core Province contains grassland and fungus fields or swamp. Okay. Lots of collectors. I think we need these as well. Mana channelers into natural flows and support their armies by channeling arcane powers. Okay. How about permanent? They can only be left alone to their studies. Gifted casters, they are blessed with an innate talent for spellcasting, rarely encountered problems that can't be solved by an abundant use of magic. More casting points, more world map casting points, and combat spells cost less. Sure.
Choose your first tome of magic.
I believe one of the first tomes you could choose. Yes, Tome of the Sprite. But I think we could choose another tier 1 afterward. And we're not going to hear the voice talk about it, so we're gonna choose Home of Roots first.
What is your ruler's
Have a champion.
origin? Reveal yourself.
All right, let's make Ritualist, maybe. Sure. Pose. Let's show the staff. Okay. Oops. Let's go with that, I guess. Let's see how they transform with the new tomes. Good decoration. Are there any new ones? No. Okay. Head. Sure. Eye color. These new guys. Go with that one. Hairstyle, nothing new. We'll leave it at that. Hair color. Blue. That's fine. Okay. Helmets. Is there any new ones? Not that I have unlocked. Hold on. I know I did unlock. That's a spider. Okay. There's a nest. Was there not? There definitely was another one. There it is. What? Why? Okay. Why the noise? And what is this? Oh, okay. Weird. I think we'll just go with nothing. Outfit. Let's see. We'll go with that. Cape. Did we get a new cape? Yes, I see it there. Looks sick. Armor color. I don't know. Go brown, like bronze, I guess. It'll accent. Tip the spear. Look like that. All right. And we did get a new icon. It was that one. Would be black. I think we do want to do green. We get darker green. Can we make this white? Yes, we can. Okay. I like that. And you guys. Skin color. I think this is what we had from leader. Armor color was more of a bronze. Metal accent. What's that? Eye color. The same. Hair color. Why can't that? It doesn't have the same options. I think blue, like dark blue. Skin decorations. Hold on. You have skin decorations. Did I not get that for the ruler? No. Why not? I can't even tell what these are. Yeah, I can't even see what that is. Mount. I don't really know what fit. I don't think I want to use the horse though. What is... Okay, let's go with you. Okay.
Your journey begins.
None of those. No. Ooh, I could just use a name generator like I did last time. Age of Wonders, elf, nature, elf, name generator. Okay. Let's see, first name. Ariel. I'll just copy one of these. Shadow. Faction names. Oh, that's a race name. Hold on. Race name generator. It will be Sylvari. How about capital? Sylvalan. Forgot an L. All right, cool. You. Let's see. I guess the structure's good. Events, city names. We got a couple more. I don't know if these are from something. I guess. All right. Then heroes. You are a battle saint. Staff of lightning, I guess. Outfit. Change your pose. Oh, that's sick. I don't think the outfit really matches that. That's better, I guess. Sure, I guess. Black accent white. That blue doesn't really change anything. You want to be a defender, and you're going to be a fortifying governor. Sir Tyrannus. Arcus. All right. Anything else to change? I don't think so. Personality, we are going to be preserving diplomat, likes to parts of good relations with free cities that do not start wars, dislikes small domains that break treaties. Okay. Tone path will be roots first, and then we go to tier 1, Tome of the Sprite. Tier 2, Famous. Tier 2 again, Blades. Tier 3, Cycles, and Amplification. Tier 4, Nature's Wrath. I guess Paradise. Tier 5 will be Goddess of Nature. Okay. Close that. I think this is good. We got Lyriel, Moonshadow of the Sylvari. The name is Sylvalon. Alright. Cool. Onward.
While the Great Umbral War raged on, exhausting Mage Haven's Godir and their allies, other forces, both forgotten and new, stirred in the shadows, silently exploiting this opportunity to challenge the established balance of power. Chief among those rising forces were the Mistwalkers, servants of the Duathidae, who were dreaded for their raids, called the Toll of Seasons, throughout the Astral Sea. The Mistwalkers had become more active than ever before, dragging the populations of entire worlds to their fey realm of Duatha. And unlike in the past, they no longer left the raided lands, instead establishing permanent presences, watching over the spreading mists. Rumors of Godir, captured and turned by the Fey Lords to carry out their sinister orders, were whispered in fear, even in the untouchable towers of Mage Haven. In the wake of these rumors, a solitary sprite called Dornask emerged from Duatha, searching the worlds within for a Godir who would answer his plea for help. For the legendary adventurer and storyteller Hambinger had fallen victim to the Toll of Seasons and been brought before the Duathidae for judgment. Trust was scarce for the words of a Fae in these times of fear, and Dornask had to rely on his elusive Fae magic to escape the anger of many a wizard who would try to capture or kill him. But at last, the sprite found a bold Godir willing to venture into the Fae realm and rescue Hambinger. So they took a deep breath, strode into a Fae fissure, and plunged into the mists of Duatha.
Cool. The real Moonshadow. Okay. Incarnation, conjure elemental, wayfinder enchantment. Okay. Down the rabbit hole. Still befuddled by the flurry of sensations within the Fey fissure, you hear the chittering voice of your Fey guide, Dornask, prancing around you. No time to sleep, no time to peep. Make haste, Master Wizard, don't waste your breath. Deep in Duatha, the slow find death. The words sputter from Dornask's mouth like water from a fountain. Anxiously fluttering up and down, the little sprite awaits a reaction. We mustn't stay in a mist. They see, they find, they twist. Our lords, they love to play. We are the pawns and must obey. While Dornask's chatter goes on and on, you reflect on the dangerous path ahead. Luckily, you brought some specialist. While you have no throne city, you must protect your ruler at all costs. Okay, Fey Fissure is a pathway to the Fey realm, Duatha. The architect, permanent people, military tradition. Okay, so we can get architect, magma spirit, or a fractured unicorn. I don't know. Okay. My trusted companion, Dime. Swift Master Wizard to the shelter, go, 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 go. Donna's friends dwell near in their cozy burrow. While Donna, through movements and gestures, continues to hurry you along, he tells you more about these friends waiting ahead. Polari have fur, feather, claw, tail, snout, beak, paw. From Duatha's oldest dreams they came. They brought her joy, she gave them names. But oh, nasty things did the Fae, woe betide. Remaining Polari in the caverns now hide. They do not grudge, they do not judge. The little sprite ends his speech. Polari welcome all in their comfy halls. Tell Donna to lead the way. Okay. As far as possible, I guess. Research, we'll go with arrows first. Beckoning spring, as you continue to follow Donna's through fogged tunnels, a rejuvenating breeze carries the smell of fresh leaves into the underground. Oh, spring, Donna's begins to chant. While mushrooms and moss sprout in large patches where the wind had touched the barren stone, new life you bring. You sprang, you sprung, tickled my tongue, then like a bee stung. Flung your poisonous dung while the birds sung to the morning, still young. The sprite giggles, blissfully looping the loop. The seasons they fly, Donna's explains, still chuckling. On Duatha, winter is always nigh. The warp season happening is active on this realm, terraforming the map and impacting units and provinces with varying global effects per season. We must learn to adapt to this ever-shifting realm. Alright. Let's see. Whoops. Okay. A homely hideout aftermath. Entering the large cabin with the supposed Polari hideout, the mists briefly clear, revealing a terrible scene. Ravaged and caved in, the burrows of the Polari smolder in the dim darkness. Pale figures patrol the pathways, rounding up the surviving Polari and forcing them into cages. Like animals at the heart of the gutted hideout, a crude encampment has been raised, adorned with the skull of a stag, dreaded symbol of the Mistwalkers and their scourges. Moments later, the area becomes shrouded again, but you have seen enough. The Mistwalkers have arrived here first. Gain knowledge, keep a close eye on Donis. Ghastly revelations. Shaken by the destruction of the hideout, Donis sobs while his skin and wings begin to change colors. Poor friends, here it ends, he whines, growing increasingly purple. Donis failed. Now the pale ones will take us, break us. No, he suddenly calls out with renewed fervor, and his eyes flash up like ghost lights. We take them, break them, strangle their throats, mangle their coats, sinew and bone, stashed below stone. Don's voice sharpens like a cold wind piercing through a shelter's cracks. Vile walkers will kneel, peel, squeal, beweep their ordeal. Putting his eerie transformation, Donis is determined to take on the Mistwalkers and liberate his Polari friends. Donis has shifted into an evening sprite. It is the only way forward. Okay. Ruler's leveled up. Awesome. Let's get the XP. And development. I think these are locked. Build. Is this different? I don't know. This is different. They changed it. Okay. Alright. We just... low risk battle. Auto that. We lost a surveyor, which is a scout. Okay. We got Wand of Mass Healing. Let's equip that. Ghastly Revelations Aftermath. With the Mistwalkers vanquished, the surviving Polari gather around you. Curious and grateful, one of them, a mole, speaks up. Friendly hero, you are our savior, he calls out, shaking his own hands in uncontrollable joy. The pale ones do us ill. See, poor Maple here got his paws scratched and Sunshine's fur got all squeezed when she was stuffed into the awful cage. and then all the others. The mole peeks at the scene of destruction, but quickly turns his head back, smiling again. Our rescue must be celebrated, he concludes with irritating elation. Do you fancy some honey brew and blackberry pies? Say nothing, baffled by the question. In this moment, Donis joins the conversation. He's back to his happy self again, scurrying and chattering. A feast is good, he says, but not so soon. How would you feast without cup or spoon? A new shelter is needed, sturdy and tall. To work, quick, quick, then we dance at nightfall. Donis the mole calls out in excitement. Come, let me cuddle your cheeks, you little snuggle bug. After an extensive hug, he continues. You're right, my friend. We cannot live in this rubble and must reach the surface. Pale ones had to conceal the path upwards, but their magic is lifted. Great hero, the mole explains, turning back to you. We will shape our new home to your designs. The city in your honor, how should we adorn it? Gold, mana, with enchanted, I'll look at this, with enchanted mushrooms and will-o-wisps from your underground gardens. Cool, it's just automatically there, cool. We can gather whatever these are. Escalers liberated Bannerman. Troops have forced open a cage and the Mistwalkers to free another Polari. All praise be the good seasons, exclaimed the Bannerman with great elation. We were sure as shucks that we'd end up as Fae Lord Stew. Thank you, stranger. Me and my kin are ever at your service. Deeply grateful, the liberated Bannerman joins the fight to rescue his brethren. It's the only way forward. Okay, so these are units. Cage of Mistwalkers that freed another Polari. Praise be the good seasons. The same thing, but a aspirant knight. Okay. The production. Start with the storehouse, I guess. The siege of the Burrow Downs. On the early misty morrow, a bloodied Polari errant appears before you in great distress. Letting her into your new court, she quickly relates her ill tidings. Mistress, hero, word of your heroic arrival spread quickly after our Polari kin returned to their burrows. Heaves the poor bloodied creature. But there it must found a refuge besieged. Besieged, I tell you. Oh woe, that sinister disciples of the dark Fae lords are now after our valiant leader, Mr. Hambinger. With their vengeance, for he, after freeing himself most dashingly from their clutches, became the champion of our struggles. With Mr. Hambinger tactics, we have mounted a dashing insurgency against these vile disciples. But the tide is turning fast. The Mistwalkers are at our doors. You must help us, oh please. In a wild speaker of the skittish Polari. Turn to Donis to demand further explanation. Donis giggles at you, turn to him for answers. The truth was known. The path was shown. Ham still needs rescue. Is this not so? When Ham was come to Duatha lands, the Fae lords him did bind. Considers Donis. They shackled him, then brought him to trial, with mockery in mind. But yeah, behold, our Gessaday wished that Ham would make escape, so touch was him by Melina sweet. Lead the Polari, scraped Melina, oh Melina, my mistress are divine. She it is who Donis made to seek you out in time. By channeling Duatha's dreams, Ham arose in Melina's whim. Urges Donis, he must not fail, he must prevail. Ere the Duatha day take him. If Hambinger is defeated, the mission is lost. Okay, accept this quest in full support of the Polari cause. Lulburrow and Clawforge. Okay. Those are the free cities. More units over here. Oh, there's enemy right there. You're gonna wait right there. Wild speaker. You can annex. Okay. Let's put a farm down first. We find our enchantment. No. We'll do it, and then we'll make scouts. All right, aspirant knight, a bastion. Okay. You sit right there. You stay right there. We're gonna free all of them, then we'll leave. Poison arrows. Okay. Twine Thrall is a skirmisher. Incarnate Mark. Sure, let's get the Incarnate Mark. And we can annex. See, we do need a shrine, so we need a quarry. Or we can get gold. Put a quarry here. And then boost that. Oh, not that. A vendor. Okay. Leveled up, get the upkeep goes down. Cool. That is a safe battle. As you approach the band of mercenary guards, they raise their white flag. We were hired by rich merchants to look after the large creature cage. Okay. Leader of the gang of warrior explains, we expect to protect it from roaming scoundrels, not against a full-fledged assault. Please accept our surrender and go. Sure, you can leave. All out. Anticlimactic, you are ancestral warden. Okay. Only one more cage. Alignment changed to good. Alright, I think we are gonna go for good in this playthrough. In that cage, and we get a war shaman. Alright. There. Okay. Prior development. Farms grant more gold and system building. Okay. Now we are in the negative because unit upkeep. Okay. But we are making stuff like a market. You go there. And you go there. Okay. Annex. Since we need the gold, I think put one here. And it is occupied, so we do need to kill a thing. About ready poison arrows. Okay. Court of Summer. While the heat of summer bedazzles your thoughts, your inner eye perceives visions of a macabre scene. You see long lines of frightened captives climbing the winding stairways hewn into an ancient rock formation. As they reach the last plateau, the Mistwalkers force their victims to enter a mist-flooded basin. Once the last captive has entered the mist, a dark face song swells, while stone-carved effigies in the 4 Duathidae rise like columns from the ground until they tower above all. Cunning reagents upon Winterbloom's throne. The leader of the Mistwalkers calls out, "Render your judgment upon these unwilling offerings. Observe the outcome of this trial, unable to intervene." The eyes on the effigies of the Duathidae light up as their ominous voices pronounce a single word: worthy. From the mouth of each effigy, a stream of butterflies emerges, coalescing into one colorful swarm, encircling the basin. The mist therein begin to waft more violently, like seething lava, and muffled gasps and screams can be heard. At last, the butterflies disperse, and the figures inside the mist begin to move again, tottering. Yet as the first captive steps outside the basin, you shudder, for they are no longer captives. They have become Mistwalkers. Silently, the transformed captives join the ranks with the Mistwalkers. From the moor of the mist, they march out, ready to spread the fear throughout the Burrow Downs. New Mistwalker camps are created all across the realm, let the visions fade away. Okay. You join that army. You're gonna wait there. And you're gonna start that battle. We're gonna get 11. Does that give us more money when we get rid of the occupying thing? Yes. Okay, wow. Alright, Mark. Let's lock healing roots and get blight blades. Made a shrine. Market needs another farm. We'll build a workshop since it's boosted. Shrine vendor poison arrows. Okay. Hero wants to join. 150. You know what? Sure. We will. We don't need the bannerman here. Okay. Let's go over here and kill that thing. Next turn, I guess. You start more with mist. Oh. These mist flow gardens are places of communion for the faithful. Within them, the energy of Duatha is vibrant, making them ideal ground for all manner of rituals. I myself was judged in one of them by the Duatha Day, but what followed is the story of another day. Hambinger beyond the mist of the Fae. Okay. There, you. I guess start the battle. Scriptures immediately. Okay, let them go. We're still in the negative. Does this do something? No. Okay. Looked like I might have. Oh, we need to make scouts. No. And we can annex. Let's get a farm right there. And we can build the market. The mint needs another farm. Build those. Oh, now we are poor. Okay. I guess let's keep killing things. Heal a little bit. Can't move. Okay. These are fully healed. There. Go there. Kill the spiders. Alright. And this thing here. I don't know if we can do that yet. Might check it out though. There is something nearby. Infestation. It was leveled up. More regeneration for the units. Frightening Signet. At the end of this turn, adjacent enemies lose morale. No. Mental Fortune. When the friendly spell is cast, unit face attack. Gains multiple damage or something affinity to the spell. Okay. Oh, so you choose one now. You can't get both. I wish I had known that before I started choosing them. Okay. Nature, Empire skills. Your non-racial units gain +5 hit points and +5 morale for each racial unit in the same army. Okay. And then Nature, Empire skill. While in the friendly domain, your units regenerate. 15 hit points and gain experience per turn. I like that. I'm gonna get that. All right. Whoa. All right, you. Okay, Mistwalker camp there. Don't know how strong it is. Actually, we should probably not fight it. Or just keep killing things around, leveling up. Signature skill for Lyriel. Initiative Nature. More blight damage and animal thing. We're gonna get the blight damage because you do have I think a boost with this. Okay. You go over there. Can you start this? Oh, yes. Okay. Safe battle. Cool. A nightmare mount. Wow. Thing there. All right. Choose. More defense. You're not sure. Hold on. You have a... Not a support unit, not a scout. You might need to heal a little bit. You're the scout. Okay, you're gonna head this way. Light Blades is done. Let's get healing roots. Market. You can annex. Okay. We need the gold. It is occupied, so we'll head that way. Hero levels up. Piranhas. Resistance. Defense. Let's do the defense. Do Light Blades. And now we are in the negative again. Oh, we need a farm so we can make a mint. I forgot you could do that. That way. Okay. Alright, we're at 13. -3, okay. Not great. Alright, development skill. Mana, city structures cost less gold and production. Conduits grant production and food income. Let's do this. Okay. You go down here. You go there, and you start this fight. Let them grow. Okay. Now we're in the positive. Man, obviously the quarry, Sunways can be built, though. Alright, we can build this though. Or queue up the foundation. You keep going this way. You can head back up here. Alright. You don't need healed, so let's go over here. Just wait. And you're gonna keep going this way. Oh, bickering summer griddle. Who eats it? Rumbles a deep, slobbering voice. No, that one's good sport for Ventra. You glob glob. Gutturally screeches another. With a stomp and a belching chuckle, Kana Grump, the twin eater, enters to land his and her vicious sight onto you. Ah, shut up, that's Luncheons, says I, grumbles Grump. You's always eating them, you snot rot. Ventro fancies them real schooling like, so best be leaving this all squiggly piggly for the summer, Master A. The two heads bicker and belch back and forth like this for an abominably long time before you. We kills it and eats it, grumbles Grump. Now we capture it and toss it into the moor of the mist for Ventro, argues Kana, and on and on. Bolts Kana gained a grievance against Lyriel, intrude into the domain of the Duathide. Slink away. So is this way then? What is that? Dire bear. Sick. Okay. Where are you? Are they a giant? Fire giant. Okay. You are gonna head this way. Town hall. Bear. We can annex. If we want the money, the mint, we need a farm, so let's do that. Queue that up. Now we are negative mana still. Heroes leveled up. Let's see. More hit points. Okay. This way. You keep going this way. You can start that fight. Save battle. No loss is awesome. Let's signal the murderer's mass. Student inflicted increased morale, penance when killing an enemy, affects enemy up to 3 hexes using cannot be seen on the world map. Yes, you can have that. And then you can have the... you're not melee either. I think we just hold on to this, I guess. Your paladin. Oh, that was a perk. Okay. Okay. Saint's Fervor casts all stack of fervor. The target unit gains separate hit points. Gains strength. You can get that. Okay. Go there. I guess there. Can you get closer? Okay, it is close enough. Cool. Bring up the arrow shield. Unit is 30% harder to hit by missile and ranged attacks. Yeah, you can have that. Okay. Healing roots is done. Alright. Tome of the Sprite. Summon Sprite, Catnap, Vaybond, Fairy Dust. Okay. Is there any race transformation? No. Okay.
For the Fae, the world bends to strange laws, perplexing yet filling them with potent magic. And it is equally surprising what they do with that power. For all that you hold dear, do not take a nap in the Fae Woods. I have seen those sprites play tricks that would make the All-Father blush.
Alright. Hello, how are you? Hello. Let's see. Unit enchantment, gain the Fairy Dust ability. Target enemy unit has a base 120 chance of becoming distracted, blind, or slowed. Fade Bond, unit enchantment. On combat, start. Gain more morale. When neutral morale, gain status resistance. When high morale, gain more. Okay. Summon Sprite. Okay, we are going to lock the Fade Bond and get Summon Sprite. I want to sleep in the Fey Woods. Okay. That's still making stuff. Probably shouldn't be making more units yet. Alright, what? Is this Ashlands? Yeah. Okay. There's a tower here. Let's go for that. You... Oh, I see the border. Oh. Is that your throne city? Village. Okay. Interesting. Alright. Go fight whatever this is. Save battle. Cool. Round of accuracy. Sure. I guess head this way. Alright, what next? Mana Obelisk, let's do a quarry, I guess. We don't have any foresters though. And this gives us mana. Let's get the mana for now. Mark, we'll save that for now. Alright. Okay. Okay, the Court of Autumn. While autumn wind reaps and whirls around the foliage of the last season, your inner eye perceives visions of a macabre scene. You see long lines of frightened captives climbing the winding stairways hewn into an ancient rock formation. As they reach the last plateau, the Mistwalkers force their victims enter a mist-flooded basin. Once the last captives have entered the mist, a dark face-song swells, while stone-carved effigies of the four Duathidae rise like columns to the ground until they tower above all. This is the exact same thing as before. Observe the outcome. Unable to intervene. Eyes and the fugitive throughout the day light up as an ominous voice pronounce a single word unworthy. From the mouth of each effigy, a stream of butterflies emerges, coalescing into the colorful swarm and circling the base in the midst of there and begins to waft more violently like seething lava. Screams of terror and anguish can be heard. When the butterflies disperse at last, the basin is empty, but the mists have changed color. Dyed a disturbing lavender flowing into the effigies, as if the Duathidae were absorbing the life force captured within. The Duathidae have siphoned the life from all captives, bestowing part of the reaped power upon their disciples. All units of Lobelia Greyfang gain experience. Kana experience, Soren experience, and Arachna. Okay, let the visions fade away. Weird. There we go. Cool. I'm glad I could reach that. More of the mist. What's down here? Mistwalker camp. That's the Mistwalker camp. Why am I heading that way? I think you should have been underground. Head that way. We're gonna take care of that infestation. Okay. Provinces are domain without resource nodes generate more food. Oh, that's cool. Food city structures grant more production. Let's get the food. Maybe. Are these locked too? No, these are not locked. Okay. City cap. Each city near Empire loses population, but immediately summons 3 tier 1 units. That's repeatable. Okay. Oh, the triangles are repeatable. Okay, weird. I see those some right here, which is city cap. Okay. Let's do. I guess we'll do production actually, because I think the food we're gonna get to a point where that doesn't matter at all. You don't want to be a defender. You'd be a raider or a collector. Be a defender. Okay. Who's that? Oh, okay. Springs out on the prowl with a combative snarl. Lobelia Greyfang prowls before you. Another outland gaudier. Come to Duatha to plunder her bounties or to aid our hunt for rebels. Don Nusk, do not trust that hamburger. Return to Auntie Lobelia. Remember the old stories of the first gaudier who defiled this land. Growls Lobelia. They caused the nightmares that tormented Duathas. So curse that hamburger for dragging the Polari into his selfish wars. He is cruel to make them his pawns, but we Duatha born are the gaudier now. You'll see Don Nusk call out to old Auntie. When you do, snaps Lobelia Greyfang before turning to you, and you either turn in hamburger to me before any Polari get hurt, or become prey. I will consider this, I guess. And then run for the thunder. A mocking raptor's screech announces the arrival of Soren Boltwing. Where do they keep finding such miserable riffraff? With unblinking eyes, Soren probes your mind. Fall rains down on all, especially to those who rise too recklessly. I have known plenty of gaudier like you. Think you can resist the true masters of this land because you've squashed a couple of mistwalkers, do you? You and wretched Polari rabble will change your tunes soon enough. Scurry away before Luth's thunder threatens Soren. You and those little dirt rodents will be missed fair before the splendor of me, gaudier. I have set my sights on you. Lose 32 Imperium. Sure, I don't want to go at war yet. The break twister plot. Auntie Lobelia, who just us meet one cheerfully with Polari treat, mutters Donusk. A sombre note falls over Donusk. It's like Sprout Blight feels to see Auntie torn. Twixt Fey Lord praise the Fey Lord's scorn. I wish to Auntie we could show somehow how Mistwalkers hurts Polari now. Donusk stomps his little head with balled fist, then gasps. Oh wow, wow, wow. I know how. We Mistwalkers seek, then twist their beak, then for Auntie Lobelia give us a squeak. And when she comes, she'll surely peek, how Polari of stinky cages reek. Okay. That's a great idea. Okay. Clear the camp. Alright, we're already going that way, so that's good. You, actually, I want you to head back. You're gonna go underground. You can keep going. Oh, cool. A little bit further. Go there. I think you're close enough to stack. Red bounty. No thanks. All right. I wonder if these little things that just aren't actually anything will show up. Are they something? No. It's just land decoration. I wonder if these will show up on other realms. I'm gonna eat the Fae. Okay. I think there was something about not eating anything in the Fae realms. Is there a tower over here? Oh, cool. That is Lobelia. Alright. Wool's End. Okay. You go as far as you can. And you stack there. And it looks so tasty. You are heading back. You, I guess, go around. Oh. Okay. Marauder guard. Seize Destiny. Pondering the numerous perils and close escapes of the Burrow Downs, you become dragged into an argument of Donnusk with himself. Master Wizard he moans anxiously. It is time for Donnusk to grow. The little sprite stutters and flutters erratically, while his body keeps changing form and colors from morning to evening and back. Spring is my lover, ever young and green. Autumn lunges out at my foes and makes them scream. Summer kindles my heart, warms my friends. Winter bites cold, murderous hope meets their ends. At the blink of a frenzy, Donnusk must embrace one of these seasons for the next stage of his Fae life, where he steers a volatile struggle. Okay, Spring Fairy. Oh, you turn into a fairy. Summer. I think spring. Let's go with spring. Weird. So it's like the dragons. Cool. Safe battle. They fly away, I guess. We got a shield. And then this. It's also safe battle. Awesome. Cool. Distracting a ring. What does that do? For the turn, inflict distracted adjacent to enemies. So we need a melee for that. You did level up. Action points. Okay. Okay. You can go defense and resistance. Upon vanquishing the Mistwalkers, Donnusk makes a muted call that somehow still echoes far within. Lobelia Greyfang appears, saying, "I knew you'd come back to me." Auntie, come and see," chimes Donnusk. "How bad a bruised Polari be? A Mistwalker's fang and claw and spear, all are in cage in pain and fear." Lobelia observes the cage-riddled camp, a while in pain silence. I did not know. Elandra promised all life a chance to blossom. How could she do this to me? This is not the way of spring, growls Lobelia, with a distraught gait. Has Elandra been taking me for a fool? Convince Lobelia Greyfang to join the Polari struggle. Okay. With a pained grimace, Lobelia ponders her moral quandaries for what feels like the longest instance ever obliged upon Duatha. Spring is the bloom after death's embrace, was Lobelia in humming song. The hope of new life before the lengthening of days. The call to sprout and break the fast. For all living things to strengthen at last. Swallowing her hurts, Lobelia concludes, Elandra urged us to break our fast unyielding, as befits the predator in spring, but this has crippled our game of its fair chance to repopulate. This befoulment of spring must end, announced Lobelia. I renounce this perverse disciple's mantle and shall join the Polari cause. And she goes to war. And goes to alliance with us. Nope. A Hambinger. We're not on here. Okay. Receive food. Would be bad. City stability. Or morale. Let's do the food, I guess. Okay, reaching the confines of Lullborough, Donna's darts off forward toward an open underground square where many figures huddle around a steaming pot. In the midst of this gathering, Hambinger looks up with a warm smile. Donna's, back so soon, are we? And who is this you bring? Ham beams with pride upon seeing you. By the Allfather, what a capital fellow. Hello there, oh, a mighty fine business this is becoming. I feel luck to be squarely on our side. Surely Melina smiles at her Dacian slumber. Donna's, you little rascal, I knew you'd pull through. Chimes Ham, come join us for tea as we introduce ourselves and discuss battle plans. We're in alliance with Hambinger and pact of cooperation with, I think those are free cities. Question Hambinger why he is here. Ham lets off askance for a pensive moment. Why does a Binger do anything, really? These Sylvari are good folk, excellent folk even, puffs Hambinger. They remind me much of my own people. You know, for they enjoy a good meal, tell a good tale, and mind do they know the plight of extinction. Ham's face grows dark for a space. Many people went missing, so I went looking, is all. But no luck could have ever saved me from the Duatha day. Well, no luck but Melina. Ham looks up with a sly, wrinkly frown. The thing about luck is one should never expect it. Now come, have some tea and introduce yourself. Join the rebel assembly for tea. To court with mockery. After many bustling introductions over tea and biscuits, and the occasional seconds, Hambinger finally rises to speak. I say our primary point of attention must be the moor of the mist atop the Burrow Downs. Indeed, there are many like it, continues Ham, to which the Mistwalkers bring their prisoners, and try them in their abominable court of mockery. But as we all know, the moor of the mist is far older than even the Duatha themselves, and therefore it still retains a power through which the Gassidae can channel their magics. This, I submit to you, is the crux of my plan. We must acquire the entire moor of the mist, urges Hambinger, to cast a spell of Melina make that banishes the Duatha from the realm. And you, Lyriel, are the right heroine for the job. What say you? Okay, you go to war. We go to war no matter what. Okay. I will claim the moor of the mist. Cool. Alright. You're gonna go to the Hidden Fountain first. We go to another city. Okay, so we're at war with you. I kind of just want to attack you right away before you have a chance to grow. We're at war with you, and you are down here, heirloom. Okay, some sprite, catnap. Target friendly army lose all their movement points when then heals by 1 hit point per movement point lost. Okay, we'll lock that and get Fabon. Bathhouse you can annex. Alright. What do we need? Mana Obelisk needs a quarry. Oh, we'll do the water one. And queue that. Shipyard needs Forester, which we'll get one because we don't have one. Okay. Tyrannus Arcus is leveled up. Support boost grant fervor. Get fervor when it takes damage. So that, well, he's supposed to be kind of range, so I don't really want him to take damage. Alright. Your units gain status protection for 3 turns whenever they gain the first negative status effect that turn in combat, or positive status effects on your units which last at least 2 turns, last an additional 1 turn. I like that. This is, we'll probably, yeah, let's just go for that. What's our city cap? 3. Lose population but gain units. We'll just hold off a little bit. Climate change to very good. Being Humboldt, Nevheim. Chitin Corner, Blood Spitter of the Blood Spider. Leave you greetings, Grand Architect, the real Moonshadow. We were really been a good architect as benevolent to you. We are honored to be graced with your story and hope all aggressive bird folk will learn from your wisdom. Okay, so this is vassalized. They are down here. So they are at war with them, so maybe they'll start attacking. We should see all of them now. Yes. And this is Hembinger's territory. And that's going to be it for this episode. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed.